Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we're here to show you the dribble move that's going to break NBA 2K21. This right here is on my 6'10" pure slasher, 55 ball control, 76 speed. And as y'all are going to see right here, this has no exact dribble move that is needed to be done to do this move. It's just literally a dribble style that changes the way that you move out of certain speed boosts. And you would think, oh, well, at least you need a speed boost for this to be done. It's not the case, man. As I said, this build has literally 76 speed and 55 ball control. You're going to see me literally just over here dominating with this move. And like I said, we're here to show you guys how to do this. There is going to be a controller cam added that we're going to show right after all these clips that I'm showing right here. But I just do want to explain as well. I know a lot of people are going to be mad that I've posted this video because, like I said, this is a very dominant move right here. And it really, to be completely honest with y'all, it takes no skill at all to do this move. I mean, it's literally as simple as flick up on your stick and move one way. It's really about as simple as, I would say, 2K17 speed boosting, except this is a move that you can do regardless of your build. And this right here is me getting past an AI. Y'all know how it is to get past these CPUs, and I just want to run this back one last time to show you how truly capable this is of getting past your defender. So like I said, these AIs, especially when you lack the speed with your build, are really hard to get past, but you can see this one right here. I mean, look at this. You are just flying by this dude. It's ridiculous. So now we're going to go ahead and pop on the controller cam, show you guys how to execute this move. Alright, man, so this is the only animation you need to equip to execute this move. It's going to be dribble style power. You can use LeBron James as well. I believe this is better personally, but I'm not sure that every build in the game can have this. I'm pretty sure it's just small forward and down. So small forward, shooting guard, and point guard. This is my small forward pure slasher that I'm showing you guys this on. And for those who do know and are sub to the channel, I got the 6'7" point guard. It also works on that build as well, and I can get LeBron James on that one as well. So I am positive that it works for anybody that's small forward to point guard. So I'm going to show you guys LeBron James after this, but I'll just go ahead and show everybody power because that's what I was using in those clips, and I'm going to switch to LeBron James as well. Now there's multiple ways of using this move to your advantage and being able to speed boost with it, but I'm going to teach you guys the easiest one first. So it's straight up going to be to flick up on your right stick and then move toward the ball hand once you flicked up on the right stick. So you're going to move toward the right after flicking up. So you're going to go boom like that. So I'll just demonstrate it from the same ball hand again. Boom up in the right stick and then move your left stick like that, and then you're gonna sprint a little bit afterwards. So essentially the controller cam is a little bit like a half-second delayed, so just keep that in mind when you're watching this. But up, move your left stick and then sprint a little bit after, just like that. You're gonna have a crazy speed boost. This works to the offhand as well. You have to wait just a little bit longer for this one, and then you can do things like the tween where you're gonna flick down diagonal, and just like that it should work as well. I'm actually messed that one up, and this is why I say the flicking up on the right stick is by far the easiest way to do this. So pretty much, like I said, you gotta just remember that you gotta wait just a little bit to tap that right trigger. You can't just sprint right away. This is what's gonna happen if you try to sprint right away. It's gonna give you that really slow boost out of that. And don't get me wrong, a lot of builds that can speed boost, that's still gonna work for you. But for builds like this one, where you have really minimal speed and really minimal ball control, you gotta just wait to sprint just a little bit, and it's gonna give you that really fast hitch right there. So again, this works for every single dribble move that you can do. You can do a behind the back right there, and it'll still give you that hitch. Like I said, you can do the tween, and you just gotta, like I said, wait a little bit longer. The tween honestly is probably the hardest one, and you can even do it to the ball hand, but with my animation that I have on this player, I have to wait a whole lot longer to tap that right trigger. The only thing you're gonna struggle with while learning and trying to execute this move is gonna be when to tap that right trigger, but again, it's real simple. So again, flicking up on the right stick is by far the easiest way to do this. I was saying you can do this to the offhand as well. I mean, this is just ridiculous how much speed this gives you. And real quick, I do want to show, because I haven't even done this in this video, look at the ball control. 55 ball control, 76 speed on this build. By no means is this build able to speed boost. It's just, this is a glitch in the game. I do hope they patch this to some extent, but for everybody out there who has a build like mine, I'm sure you guys are gonna have some fun with this while it's still in the game. And who knows, man, like I said, this current gen, who knows how long they're even gonna pay their focus and pay their mind to it. It's real unfortunate that for the people who did buy this game and are going to be using this for the whole time instead of buying the next gen 2K. And I know there's going to be a lot of you guys out there who are watching this video. You're maybe just a casual when it comes to this 2K stuff, and you're absolutely irritated at the fact that I'm posting this in the first place because you feel like I'm ruining the game. Well, I just want you guys to understand there are going to be a whole lot bigger YouTubers out there with a whole bigger platform than me when it comes to, especially the dribble game, that are going to be posting this video and how to do this dribble move. Shout out to Steezo. This is where I got it from in the first place, and I do want to give that man his credit too. Like I said, put the dribble community on in all different types of ways. Now, what I'm gonna do for this portion of the video is show you guys what this looks like with no quick first steps. So I just want to go ahead and show that. Confirm, no Photoshop, no edits, no nothing like that. We're gonna go to the shoot around just off that. I already did this once, so if there's any delay in the badges being put on, then we should be all good to this point. Unfortunately, the badges do not pop up on the screen in the shoot around, so I can't exactly prove it in that sense, but this is what it looks like in the shoot around without even having quick first step equipped. I mean, this thing, it still moves ridiculously quick, man. It's so stupid, bro. And honestly, like I said, I really hope this does get patched, because personally, I feel like this takes all types of build gap out of the equation. Now, I will say, one thing this definitely has done is make it so you don't exactly have to be a PLAYSHARP to be effective in this game. I feel like it's definitely made my Pierce Slasher more effective when it comes to the dribble game. I feel like this is going to help a lot of the people who have the below 85 ball control be effective at dribbling, and maybe this is what the community needed for some balance in the first place anyway, where we can see more from the dribble game than just a PLAYSHARP or a pure playmaker who just so happens to be pretty good at shooting. This is going to allow a whole lot more for, you know, the builds who have a little bit lower of ball control and are still gonna be able to execute on their dribble game. But anyway, like I said, you can do this out of all types of different things. Behind the back, the up on the stick, which still does the crossover. I'm not sure why that does the crossover. I'm not sure why you don't just flick to the offhand to do the crossover anymore. Literally, it's just flick up on the stick. But anyway. Now, as we close this video out, what I want to do real quick is show you guys what a couple of these different SIGs will look like. Now, what's going to change what you do with all those crossovers is going to be the basic size up packages. So I have basic 2. If you want to use that for the crossovers that I'm doing in this one right here, you can go ahead and do so. I'm going to also show you guys a couple of these that actually work really well, and I'll show you the one that I use on my Pure Lock. But just to go ahead and show you what the dribble style is, we got LeBron James on this one. I want to show you what the difference is of this compared to the power. Now, it's not too noticeable, in all honesty. I do feel like there definitely is an improvement though, and if you're able to get this LeBron James package, it's definitely more suitable. But anyway, come to the top, go ahead and just work out with this, and as you can see, I mean, this is kind of dangerous, man. It's crazy. And don't be wrong, I definitely did put the gold quick first step back on, so that is one more noticeable difference as well. But you can see it's not the most absolute noticeable difference, but one thing I will say though is this is a little bit harder to execute on. You have to actually be a little bit more precise. For whatever reason, it feels more delayed when you flick up on the stick. Like I have to wait a little bit longer for my dude to cross the ball over in the other hand. But either way, it still looks pretty much the same. It just feels a little bit different is all I'll say, but it definitely is a little bit more effective than the power dribble style. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a couple of different size up packages you can use for this. So just to clarify, this is not going to massively impact how much of a speed boost you get. It's just kind of the animation of actually flicking up on the right stick is going to change. So we're going to go ahead and show you what normal 4 basic size up package is going to look like. Again, no cuts. I just want to make sure you guys see that the animation has changed and that you're going to see the change take place as far as what the animation does. So this is going to be the only one that I show you guys. This is the one that I use on my Pure Lockdown, and I got to say, normal 4, I already like the most as far as the nice little, the fact that you can just kind of like go back and forth with the ball hand. Now, I'm not going to lie, having 70 ball control is definitely more effective in that sense, because it's going to make it so you don't have that little fumble and like hitch right here. But anyway, to get to the point, this is what it's going to look like when you have the normal 4 basic size up package with the LeBron James dribble style. Just like this, you're going to be going crazy, man. This is definitely the most effective way of doing this. This is what I had on my Pure Lock, but I just wasn't sure that it was going to work the same on this Pure Slash. But hey, I mean, the people who stay to the end of the video, you get the best stuff. Anyway, you're going to see the offhand one right here. It definitely takes a little bit longer to collect. I will say it's only good to mix it up on your opponent to use that. I wouldn't use that as your go-to. I think this one right here where you're going to be moving in the direction of your ball hand is definitely more effective and more quick. And for those who are out here trying to use this on a point guard, just know this is absolutely a killer. Like this is disgustingly good. It forces me and my teammate to play sides no matter what every single time on threes, because straight up you cannot guard that with screens and really ISO just in general. I mean, I've tried guarding this with a pure playmaker as well, but anyway, you can see all you got to do to use this more laterally and more horizontally is just going to be to move your left stick in the more horizontal angle, rather than for my slasher. Obviously, I'm going to be trying to go up and down a whole lot more, where I'm trying to attack the hoop, get a lot of speed just like that. And I mean, it's really as simple as that. All this really comes down to is tapping the right trigger at the right time. I mean, flicking up on the right stick and just moving in one direction. It's the easiest thing in the world. And I gotta say, For the sake of casuals, this is definitely a helpful thing as well, but let's be real, man. Like, I'm gonna take the moment and go from all this, like, you know, this is good stuff. I think this makes the game a whole lot more entertaining, and the better dribbling is, the better the game is. That's just how I see it, even as my peer slasher self. And like I said, I mean, this bails a lot of builds out that aren't supposed to be good dribblers. This is definitely gonna be helpful in the sense of builds that have a little bit lower ball handling, and like I said, maybe the game needs that. Maybe we do need some balance in it, where it's not only play shots that rule the world, or, you know, pure playmakers that can actually bang their jump shots. My whole point is, pretty much, guys, this is going to be a really good thing for the game, in my opinion, whether it be for the entertainment purpose of the play shot or for the little build gap to kind of bring other builds along that have a little bit lower ball control, or maybe even taller play sharp, something like that, where somebody wanted to make a 6'7", but they couldn't get pro dribble moves. So now they're super limited in their dribble game. They can't even do the Curry slide, or, you know, the crazy explosive behind the back. You guys get what I'm saying. Anyway, my whole point with this, however, is that this benefits casuals that much more. This is a really elite dribble move to just be effective at, and really elite, honestly. Like, this makes you comp straight up by literally just knowing how to do this move. And then if you specifically just learn how to quick stop out of this, where you're just gonna tap LT just like that, boom, and then pull straight up. I mean, it's as easy as that for these play sharps out here. So I will say, for those who like the skill gap, this is definitely not a good thing. I feel like for a dribble move to be this easy and this dominant is definitely not good. It's definitely gonna make it very easy on these slashers out here to dribble as well. But it is what it is. This is a game that's probably only going to last about a month and a half longer, as far as most of our attention spans go, or at least some of ours. I don't know who's all planning to get the next gen on Xbox or PS5 or anything like that. But anyway, you guys get the deal. I really do not think this is that big of a deal as far as, like, you know, how dominant it is, and people are going to hate this and talk about, oh, it's so overpowered. Why is this even in the game? Why are you making videos on it? Just calm down, man. Chill. Anyway, that's all for the video. Like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on the noties, all that good stuff. Let's try to get this one to 1.5k likes in the first 24 hours. And if you made it to the end of the video, put LA in the comments to show your support you made it all the way through. On that, hope y'all enjoyed, and take it easy, man. Peace.